Hi everyone, how are you? Thank you very much for being here today, now, in this moment, really ready and focused on, getting some value from this video that I'm doing in order to let you know about a service that I am doing for a long time, which is social media management. And basically what I do is I teach people and I help people to, increase their following and also increase that big thing called engagement rate. And basically there is two robots in two different platforms like Facebook and Instagram that work in a way which is very specific. And if you are not able to feed these robots in the best way possible, then your feed and your posts are not going to get to the right people at the right time. The robot that I'm speaking about is the algorithm, as you probably know. And basically I have two packages, main ones that I offer people. One is more to do with what I love to do, which is coaching, but in a specific way, which is more to do with consulting and mentoring, where if you are not literate and not computer savvy and you have no clue how to put yourself out there in front of millions of people throughout the social media platforms, and by the way, the social media platforms that I work, especially in terms of ranking, are Instagram, Facebook, and then Twitter and LinkedIn, which are very specific and for specific niches, and then YouTube. But you have also IGTV, which is part of Instagram, which is blooming at the moment. So I teach you how to create accounts, the best practices to write your bio and to basically create the information that is visible to people, and then how to strategize your brand or your services or your products in order to show them in the right way in these social media platforms. So this is a part of the work that I do. Another part of the work, which is a bit more complex, is exactly the same, but more to do with creating content. So I create original content for you, especially if it's pictures, but I also receive like videos from you, and I edit them and produce them and make them in a way that they are possible to be used in the different ways and different formats throughout the different platforms. There is a lot of platforms, each one has specific formats, but the way that I work and the way that I learned from people like Gary Vaynerchuk or Evan Carmichael, Jasmine Star, Lewis Howes, is basically to automate everything, which means that you create a content and then you use that content in different formats throughout the different platforms. Otherwise, you have a lot of work in order to just create one post for the different platforms. And so the first thing that I do is I basically get an overview of your accounts, your practices, what have you been doing, what have you not been doing, what you should be doing, what are the best practices for you to do in the future and in the present moment. And then basically, as you see here, below or in another place that you might find this information, I do a lot of research and I define the best practices specific for you, which you might have a brand, a product, or a specific service that you offer. I work a lot with coaches, being a coach myself, so many of my clients are actually coaches trying to get out there and trying to be in that virtual room in front of millions of people in the right platforms. So one of the things that I like to do is research the 30 best hashtags that you should use for your brand, product, or services. And then we define the visual identity that fits best your products, services, or brand. Basically, usually I get the knowledge of what you have been doing already with your website, with your flyers, with your business cards, and then we create the same visual identity for all the different platforms. And then we also have weekly sessions so that we can go through, everything that has to do with stories, with lives, with hashtags, how to communicate with influencers, and of course the best practices for content creation. And then we're going to do something very specific that I learned actually with Jasmine Star, which is the nine main categories for your accounts. And basically, this has to do mainly with Instagram, because when you go to an Instagram account, you see 3 rows to 4 rows of posts, each one with 3 posts. So if you see only the same content in the first 9 posts of your account, then people think that your services or your products are specific to what you're showing. So you should diversify the content that you show in your posts in those 9 first posts of your account. And then we do a communication planning. So research, curation, creation and production of original content. So again, I can show you and tell you how to do this, or I can do it for yourself. And then defining the best times for posting, depending on your time zone, depending on your audience behavior. Another thing very important is that we define your target audience. If you have not yet it clear, it is very, very important to have this in mind and to focus on creating content specific for this target audience. And then, of course, creation of promotion strategic campaigns, so that if there is like a Black Friday or a Cyber Monday or whatever, we create content for that specific time of the year. And then, of course, I help you out analyzing the information from the analytics of the different kind of platforms. And then we also create a big picture about advertisement, because nowadays Facebook and Instagram have a lot of options for advertisement. So I've spoken a lot already. My name is Wahido Marata, and of course I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Let me know if you have any questions about my services. Check below my content and check my videos on the different platforms. Follow me on social media, and I cannot wait to work with you and reply to your questions. Check me on the live streams also on Facebook and Instagram, because it's where I let you know a lot of specific tactics that I've been learning in the different online media courses that I've been taking. Take care, have a great day, and see you soon. Bye bye.